For Spotify users, today is a day you've been waiting for all year. The streaming giant released its rankings of the most popular songs and albums of 2024 based on the app's listening data, along with personal statistics that show each user's listening habits. Spotify also revealed the top streamed artists globally, and it seems there has been a shift in favorites here in Canada. Tessa Bennett joins us now with all the data. Tessa, what does Spotify Wrapped 2024 look like?
Manisa, while many of the artists and creators who secured spots in Spotify's top 10 list this year came as no surprise, there were some unexpected trends too.
1, 2, 3.
'Tis the season for Spotify users to take a look back on their year through music. The annual Spotify Wrapped lists comb through listening history around the world to identify songs, albums, and artists that shaped the year. It came as no surprise that pop powerhouse Taylor Swift came out on top with more than 26 billion streams worldwide, defending her title as the most streamed artist globally.
Well, hi. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being one of my top listeners on Spotify. That's so nice of you.
She dethroned Bad Bunny last year after he held the coveted title for 3 years in a row. The Puerto Rican singer took the number 3 spot on the most streamed around the world list, behind The Weeknd, and followed closely by Drake and Billie Eilish.
Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so.
Now we're thinking about short and sweet sensation Sabrina Carpenter and her hit single Espresso, which topped the list for the most streamed song globally.
And for a fortnight there we were, forever running to you.
In Canada, it's clear we're a country of Swifties, following suit with the Queen of the Eras tour topping our list for the most streamed artist. But some of Canada's other top 10s came as a bit of a surprise.
You also see artists that are kind of blending pop music with country. You see Brendan Boone on the charts. I mean, the question now is like, what is country music now? You know, it's certainly not our parents' hee-haw music of Johnny Cash and Roy Clark and those kind of artists. Now, country music has kind of blended into rap music and pop music.
One genre Alper says is steadily gaining popularity in Canada, even without getting shoutouts from Spotify's major charts, is K-pop.
And it's kind of been creeping up for the last couple of years, and not necessarily because it didn't make the top 10 in terms of the most streamed artists in Canada, but the emergence of K-pop as a real dominant force.
Closer to home, listeners in the GTHA had a diverse range of favorites this year, with the top 5 songs streamed in the area ranging from Shaboozey's A Bar Song Tipsy to emerging artist Benson Boone's Beautiful Things. And we couldn't forget to mention the top lists from our staff here at Trending Now. We seem to break away from the norm, with some of our top songs being Disease by Lady Gaga, a bluegrass cover of Ocean Breathes Salty, and Weightless by Marconi Union. Those who have been entranced by Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's performances in box office hit Wicked, don't be surprised if you don't see them trending on your personal lists. The cutoff for streaming data to be included in 2024's Wrapped was last month. Spotify's year-end lists also include the top streamed podcasts and audiobooks. Taking the number 1 spot in podcasts around the world was The Joe Rogan Experience, hosted by Joe Rogan. And in audiobook territory, Sarah J. Maas scored first place with her novel A Court of Thrones and Roses, the first in a 5-book fantasy series. As for what the charts might look like next year, Alper says to keep a close watch on what's trending on TikTok.
Certainly social media is now the most dominant way that teenagers and young adults are getting their music. It's not necessarily the radio anymore.
Alper also says music lovers should keep an eye out for artists not from North America in 2025, saying musicians from countries like India are receiving billions of views on YouTube.